and exciting new products and services in the greater Hyperverse ecosystem. Finally, please keep in mind that most of the information you will hear today will be highlighting some of those other products and services outside of the Hyperverse membership platform, but made available to members separately through the Hyperverse ecosystem. This is an exciting time to be involved. Thank you for your attention.
Well, thank you, Hope, for upholding these compliance and legal responsibilities. And I'm sure everyone knows how their responsibilities should be and what they need to take note of. Okay, up next, we have none other than our very own CEO of Hyperverse, Mr. Stephen Rees-Lewis, to join us here. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen is a proven business builder with extensive experience across emerging markets, new technologies, and digital assets. As the CEO of Hyperverse, he's determined to use new technologies to carve out a new space for the community in a new Metaverse universe. Let's hear from him to find out more about his thoughts on this new trend, its underlying potential, and the blueprint for Hyperverse. Let's all put our hands together and welcome Stephen. Over to you, Stephen.
Well, hello, everyone. This is Stephen, the Chief Executive Officer of Hyperverse. I'd like to thank everyone for your participation today and for giving me the chance to share more about Hyperverse, our operations and future direction, and how we're preparing to stand at the forefront of all the latest innovations today. To begin, I'm very happy with our achievements achieved thus far and how much we have grown. The group is always looking out for potential trends in the market and products with strong potential, not for the short run, but for the long term. We have several new initiatives in place, and I believe our ecosystem is poised to grow and expand much further. We are definitely expecting a strong performance in 2022. As you guys may already know, one of the latest trends in the market now is the Metaverse. Some of you may have heard whispers about it, or you may have read headlines on what Facebook is trying to do with their recent rebranding to Meta. So what exactly is the Metaverse? Well, it's a space in which humans interact in a three-dimensional virtual space via digital avatars. If you have watched the movie Ready Player One, you may understand what the Metaverse is all about. For many young people, they are growing up with the expectation that a large part of their future will exist in the Metaverse. It might be time for the rest of us to get on board, whether we like it or not. Whether in virtual reality, augmented reality, or simply on a screen, the promise of the Metaverse is to allow a greater overlap of our digital and physical lives in wealth, socialization, productivity, shopping, and entertainment. Think about it. The digital world and the physical world have already been intertwined in an inexplicable manner. Think about the Uber app that shows where you are currently and where your destination is. Think about games like Pokemon Go, that track where you are to catch Pokemon. We are already interacting with the digital world. The Metaverse is simply an evolution of our current internet. Since Mark Zuckerberg announced on October the 28th that Facebook would now be known as Meta, its share price has risen by more than 9%. Companies are now pouring billions of dollars into this sector, and according to the Bank of America, the global Metaverse market could grow between 390 and 800 billion by the mid-2020s. So when we're talking about shifting our focus to the Meta, what exactly are we talking about? For potential investors, what can they expect in the coming months? Well, in my humble opinion, blockchain platforms will be the backbone of the Metaverse, while NFTs will be vital in determining the ownership of digital assets and in-world items. And let us not forget, they bring a whole new segment of crypto for me. GameFi, which is essentially a gamification of the financial systems to create profit from play-to-earn crypto games. Axel Infinity is a prime example of GameFi. Their token, AXS, was trading at around $0.5 this time last year. The last I checked, it reached an all-time high of $166 this year. That's a growth of 322 times in a single year. So you can try to invest in these Metaverse products that have already achieved 100 times or 200 times this year, or you can look at putting your effort into a new Metaverse world. And this is why I believe the Hyperverse will be one of the biggest names in the market in 2022. We are going to position ourselves in the best possible place to focus on the Metaverse sector, which is where the growth will be for the foreseeable future. And by doing so, we want to provide early access to the market and create even more opportunities that can benefit our community, you guys, so that everyone can succeed together in the blockchain space with the right opportunity. Now, let me explain what the Hyperverse Metaverse is all about. The Hyperverse world will be a virtual world where everyone can begin a new life of new discoveries and possibilities, and where you can explore, work, play, and interact with each other in a decentralized environment. There will be new business opportunities for users to discover, and you can collect and trade virtual assets such as clothing, transportation, equipment, and digital pets. Just as its name implies, it will be a universe of infinitive possibilities with unparalleled immersion and a little something for everyone. Hyperverse will be driven entirely by its native token, the HVT token, which is the in-world currency that will be governed the whole Hyperverse ecosystem. We're already making plans for HVT tokens to be listed on major exchanges, but unfortunately, I cannot reveal these names at the moment, of course. What I can say, however, is that these HVT tokens will be very, very useful in the future, especially when you imagine the future scale of the Hyperverse and the ecosystem that these tokens will be powering and governing. So to end, I just want to reiterate that the Metaverse trends offers immense potential to revolutionize our lives, our lifestyles, and communications, and we've seen its development accelerate post-pandemic. This Metaverse race has just started, so I do strongly urge everyone to join us as an early backer and supporter of this foray into the Metaverse era. In fact, I believe we have done all the research needed, and we are poised to launch something that can truly shine in the years to come. We will create a parallel system of existence that will change how people live, how we interact with people around the world, and even how companies and corporations will conduct business. There will be something for everyone in Hyperverse, and I hope that you are all as excited as I am about the future. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you guys in Hyperverse world.
Thank you very much for your wonderful sharing, Stephen. And I believe everyone here now understands a bit more about the concept, vision, and goals behind Hyperverse. The Metaverse space has indeed been a piece of hot cake recently. And just like what you have shared, this Metaverse race has just started. So do join Hyperverse as an early backer and supporter of this new foray into the Metaverse era. Next, we are very honored today to have Mr. Sam Lee, the chairman of Hypertech Group, here with us. He is here to celebrate the global launch of Hyperverse with us here. For information, Sam is the founder and chief executive officer of Blockchain Global. Under his vision and leadership, the company invested more than $300 million in 80 blockchain-enabled companies and projects today. In 2014, Sam founded Blockchain Center, the world's first non-profit innovation hub dedicated to promoting blockchain education and awareness. His contributions to the blockchain sector has been very impactful and very inspirational. So here, without further ado, let's welcome Sam. Over to you.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. I am the CEO and founder of Blockchain Global and chairman of the Hypertech Group. So in 2010, when I first discovered Bitcoin, it was a bunch of geeks and hackers who have yet to realize what the potential of blockchain can be. And through Bitcoin, we realized that it is a new form of creating value and consensus of value. So over time, it took much courage and encouragement from my friends and family to have the ability and the support to founding my first commercial enterprise back in 2014. We were one of the first miners in the space, mining Bitcoin, of course, and supporting that network to receive newly minted Bitcoins in exchange for, of course, the processing powers for our mining equipment. Proof of work was the first mechanism of creating consensus, but definitely not the last. And what we see is over time, as people create new consensus mechanisms, there has been a flourishing of thousands, if not tens of thousands, of working blockchains that are creating new and innovative ways of exchanging value in a decentralized fashion. So with this recent advent of Metaverse, which used to also be known as Omniverse, it is a new way of having everyone participate and be a creator. So when you're a content creator, what you're actually doing is contributing to society, and that should technically encourage and convert into value. Blockchain is an underpinning tool that will accelerate the conversion of value, of people's creations into value. And we're excited to continue to provide funding and technology to further this ecosystem's growth. So what we see in Metaverse is the ability to augment the real world that we live in today, to provide many benefits so that we're able to live a more comfortable and worry-free life. It provides a technology to elevate the playing field and provide everybody access to more opportunities so that anyone, anywhere, anytime can be a part of anything, any experience and access to value. So it is, without further ado, very exciting to be a part of a team to provide my knowledge to support this ecosystem, and I look forward to a great 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Powerful insights. And I am definitely seeing the metaverse in another light. Besides the NFTs, games and fun, it is also about the great exchange and creation of value, about the augmentation of the real world to the benefit for everyone. Metaverse will elevate the experience and level the playing field for everyone, everywhere you want. And Hyperverse will provide the tools and funding necessary to empower the next wave of value creators. Very amazing stuff. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have an announcement to make. Okay, you know what? We are really honored to have everyone joining us here, but unfortunately, one of our star guests, founder of Hypertech Group and Collistar Capital, Mr. Ryan Shi, has an urgent flight to catch at this very time for an important meeting. So he is unable to join us here today. However, he is still very sincere to join everyone here and share you the knowledge, the spirit that he wants to share with every one of you. So here, Ryan has recorded a video to address everyone and deliver his well wishes. So let us have a look on this video.
Hello， 大家好，在此先预祝各位圣诞节快乐，新的一年里身体健康，事业兴旺。首先，我想分享今年以来我的一些小经历，也分享一些我们对瞬息万变的区块链世界的看法。显然，新冠肺炎仍然在影响着我们生活的方方面面，甚至我们旅行的次数比平时来的更少。今天想和各位分享一些有关加密货币和区块链行业当前的趋势。我们的和泰集团主席 Sam Lee 和新任的 Hyperverse 首席执行官 Steven 精彩地讲述了我们追求 Hyperverse 生态系统的突破性创新，以及振奋人心的 Hyperverse 会员机制重新上线的具体细节。让我们敬请期待 Hyperverse 会员机制和生态系统大放异彩。以下是我的5大见解。第一，比特币。比特币在今年完成了一个突破性的上涨，这是因为在这几年我们能看到全世界各个国家因为疫情的缘故在不断的加强印钞，然后呢通货膨胀越来越严重，比特币的上涨是目前我们看到的历史以来的最大的幅度。其次，我们能看到 DeFi 正在全面的变革我们的中心化的金融系统， 转向一个去中心的金融系统。我们能看到，在整个 DeFi 的领域，在1年之间完成了从几乎10亿美金到了这个突破1000亿美金的一个规模。第三，我们能看到NFT。目前我们能看到，在 NFT 的领域已经产生了非常多的巨头，包括我们的 OpenSea， 每天的这个交易量已经是数千万美金的一个规模。然后我们还有我们的这个 Metaverse， 在新的一个世界里，我们能看到Decentraland、Sandbox 等非常多的非常好的一些项目。然后在这么样一个大的趋势下，我们还能看到最后一点就是我们的这个 GameFi， 我们看到有非常多的游戏，包括 Axie、Infinity 这样已经快接近100亿美金市值的这样的企业。然后在这么样一个时代浪潮下，我们能看到区块链行业正在以势不可挡的趋势重新掀起一波金融革命的高潮。在这里也再次恭喜大家，我们快到新年了，也快到圣诞了，提前祝大家圣诞快乐，新年快乐。也希望大家共同参与建设我们的 Hyperverse。我们的 Hyperverse 拥有着非常创新的会员机制和我们的特别有创新力的生态系统。加密货币市场和区块链在过去的10年里大幅增长，敬请期待所有重磅消息陆续传来。在和泰集团通过 Hyperverse 会员机制，我们希望帮助用户了解区块链的独特之处，并为用户打开新世界的大门。现在我们正在进入一个人人皆可参与的大时代。Hyperverse 生态系统对区块链产业的未来扮演着极其重要的角色。通过我们独有的会员机制和生态系统，我们将为您呈现一个完美的虚拟世界。更多消息即将公布，请持续关注我们。谢谢大家。
谢谢你啊 Ryan. Thank you very much, Ryan. I have gained some very good insights from his sharing, and let me share a short summary of what he has said with everyone here. Ryan believes that the crypto market has grown so much over the past decade, and we can expect bigger and better things to come. The group will help users find the best projects that have value, the best project that innovates, and the best projects that can encourage mass adoption. Hyperverse will be very important for the future of the blockchain industry, bringing to life a complete virtual world open for everyone to explore in any way you choose to be. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely very excited to be one of the early ones to get the opportunity to step into Hyperverse. Give me a ticket or sign me up already. Yeah. So right here, once again, thank you very much, Ryan, and have a safe flight, okay? All right, next up, it's time to check out Hyperverse in greater detail. Let us welcome Ms. Tammy Jackson from the Hyper community, who will be running us through an introduction of the Hyperverse. For your information, Tammy is one of our community leaders in the United States, and she's also a strong supporter of the Metaverse. Tammy has done a tremendous job in supporting the growth of the community, hosting weekly seminars to reach out and educate more people about the Hyper community. So here, we'd like to hear from her. Why not we do it now? Over to you, Tammy. Please take it away.
Thank you, Kaylee, and welcome everyone to the Hyperverse launch. You have heard from our presenters, and we've heard from our partners, and we've all been anticipating over these past couple of days on exactly what the Hyperverse is all about.